Hey everybody, how's it going? Scott Spreitzer here at DocSports.com with our update for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're going to put 2 days into one video. We're going to talk a little bit about the playoff scenarios coming up for Week 17 in the NFL, some of the early movement already on Sunday night for next week's NFL, all that stuff coming up along with the free play in just a moment. First, a quick note, if you've yet to become a member over at DocSports.com and just want to try it out, real cool way to get this done. All you got to do is click on the link below the video, set yourself up for a free $60 account. $60 account, cost you nothing. Click on the link below the video. You can use those $60 on any of my daily packages or anybody else over at DocSports.com. Again, it all starts by clicking on the link below the video. Again, just a quick note, this will be up on Monday and Tuesday, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We'll be right back here on Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific with our next report. What we did, first of all, on Sunday, we split in the NFL. We ended up going 1-1. We lost our top side, unfortunately, with New England. We're not big on laying a lot of points. We did on Sunday with New England, and they got the backdoor cover, did Buffalo, against us, unfortunately, by a point and a half on that late touchdown. Held them to 2 field goals for all but the final minute or so of the game and took the loss there. We did win our 2-team 6-point teaser. We had the New Orleans Saints and needed that teaser to the Seattle Seahawks. So a nice win there. Split all together, lost a couple of units because of New England's loss. We do have one more play to go on this week's card. We're 54-30 in the NFL. Just been red hot in the NFL. You know about the college football NFL run over the past 12 or 13 weeks now. We're 63% against the spread. We are up over $12,500 for those wagering, just $100 per unit. Here's what's up and available right now at DocSports.com from me as we talk about Monday. I've got Monday Night Football. That's, of course, the matchup between the Broncos and the Raiders. I do have a play on that game. It's available right now, and on the same or in the same package, 2 more bowl games for this week's action coming up in a couple of days. Those bowl games are available right now in the package along with the Monday Night Football game. And as you know, if you watched yesterday's video, we are off a 2-0 bowl sweep on Saturday with Army and Louisiana Tech both covering. And again, that run now 65-38, 63% against the spread. And we're talking a 3-month run. It's basically the way of life this year in the NFL and college football. And all 3 of those plays, including Monday Night Football, available right now at DocSports.com. I will be involved. The lines are up, and I will be involved in Christmas Day NBA action. That'll be up on Christmas Day over at DocSports.com, up bright and early with our play from Tuesday's NBA card. And also college basketball. We're going to resume our action after Christmas, not getting involved with the Christmas Day tournament games, just not into these teams who play 3 or 4 games in 3 or 4 days when it comes to the tourneys. But we will be involved in Christmas Day NBA action. That play or plays will be available on Tuesday morning at DocSports.com. NHL on a break. They'll be back in a couple of days. They have a 3-day mandatory time off now after Sunday's game. So, again, that's all coming up. Available on Monday, available right now. The NFL Monday Night Football, the 2 bowl games for later in the week. On Christmas Day, we'll have NBA action. We'll get to, by the way, a Christmas Day NBA play in just a moment, but it's Sunday night. All the games have gone final, and I wanted to talk about the playoff scenarios coming up for Week 17 in the NFL. Of course, New Orleans at 13-2. They have clinched home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They're playing Carolina Week 17. Meaningless game for them. There is no line available as of yet. Right now, the number 2 seed is the Rams. They still need to win next week, or they won't get the first round bye. The Chicago Bears have that tiebreak over the Rams because of that head-to-head win a couple of weeks ago. Right now, the Rams a 9.5-point home favorite over San Francisco. Just mentioned Chicago. They have the 3 seed as we speak. The 4 seed is the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas wrapped up the NFC East Division title with their win on Sunday. The number 5 seed, Seattle, got the win for us on Sunday night here with the free pick and the teaser play. Seahawks clinched a playoff berth with the win over Kansas City. If they win on Sunday at home against Arizona, they will be able to claim that 5th seed. No line available right now in any of the books offshore or in Vegas in that game with the Arizona Cardinals. 6th seed right now, if the playoffs started today in the Minnesota Vikings, and they can clinch with a win against the Bears in Week 17. Here's the thing, though. Be careful about this because the Bears, they have a chance, obviously, to get that bye. And so you're going to see the regulars, the starters, and all that good stuff on the field for the Chicago Bears. So the Vikings can clinch with a win against the Bears or with an Eagles loss to the Redskins. Minnesota, by the way, that Week 17 game at home to Chicago, Vikings laying 6.5 points in that one. Just outside the top 6, just outside of making the playoffs if they began tomorrow, is the Eagles at 8-7. They need to beat the Skins and have the Vikings lose to the Bears on Sunday. Or these defending Super Bowl champs just will not have a shot at defending their title. We should note, by the way, that the early money has been rolling in on the Eagles on Sunday night. They opened as 7.5-point favorite over the Skins. They're down to 6.5 for this game. All other teams in the NFC have been eliminated from playoff contention. Flipping over to the AFC, Kansas City, #1 seed right now as we speak. If they beat the Raiders, they still clinch the AFC West and the top seed. If they lose and the Patriots beat the Jets, that means Kansas City would be out of the top seed. A loss to the Raiders and a Chargers win against the Broncos and Chiefs would end up as the #5 seed. Can you believe that? Grabbing this off the net, that the Chiefs could actually end up as the #5 seed if they would lose to Oakland and the Chargers win against the Broncos. How about that? The Chargers, of course, would win the division at that point. KC, by the way, no line yet against the Raiders for Week 17 because Oakland's playing in Monday Night Football. The New England Patriots, #2 seed, they just have to beat the Jets at home in Week 17. They'll get a first-round bye if they do, and they're laying right now 13 points over the New York Jets. Houston's in that 3rd seed. They're 1 game ahead of the Indianapolis Colts as we speak. If they would happen to lose to the Jaguars in Week 17, then the winner of the Colts-Titans game would win the AFC South title and grab that #3 seed. Houston, by the way, laying 8.5 to Jacksonville. Baltimore, they're the 4th seed in the AFC right now. Baltimore owns a chance for a division-clinching win on Sunday. They're a 5.5-point home favorite to Cleveland. Baltimore opened as high as 6.5 offshore, as I mentioned right now, laying 5.5 to the Browns. #5 seed as we speak, the Chargers. The Chargers, if they win in Week 17 and the Chiefs lose, then all of a sudden they just need to beat the Broncos. Have the Chiefs lose on Sunday in order to get that #1 seed. No line yet for the Chargers game this Sunday because the Denver Broncos, their opponent, is playing on Monday night. Indianapolis Colts are currently the 6th seed. Right now, they will be playing the Titans, of course, this week. The winner will be in the playoffs. The loser out. And the Colts can win the AFC South if they beat the Titans and the Texans lose to the Jaguars. No line yet. That will be the Sunday Night Football game, though. The Colts and the Titans. Winners in, losers out. And as far as the teams that are out right now and looking in and need some help, Tennessee Titans, as we mentioned, they got to beat the Colts. If they do, they'll be the #6 seed. So it's as simple as that for Tennessee. They own their own destiny. They can also still win the division if they beat the Colts and the Texans lose to the Jags. And then there's the case of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Boy, have they fallen off. If the Ravens would lose at home to the Browns and the Steelers beat the Bengals, Pittsburgh would win the division, the AFC North. The Steelers could also be the #6 seed in the AFC, but they would need the Colts and the Titans to tie. Not likely to happen. If none of that happens, then Big Ben, Mike Tomlin, the Pittsburgh Steelers will not make the playoffs. The Steelers right now as much as a 16.5-point home favorite over Cincinnati for the final Sunday in the NFL. Hope that clears up some of it for you. You can always go back and check it out again if you missed any of that. But that gives you kind of where the lines are right now, late Sunday night, early Monday morning, and what each team needs to do that has a chance still to make the postseason. All right, let's get to our free pick, which is going to be a Tuesday NBA game. As I mentioned, the lines have been up for a while now. And we're going to back the Houston Rockets, right now about a 1.5 favorite over Oklahoma City, the game in Houston on Christmas Day. And the Rockets are playing some of their best basketball of the season. They've won 6 in a row. They've covered 5 of 6. They'll play this one without Chris Paul. He missed the win over the Spurs. If you remember, he injured his hamstring after playing only 12 minutes against the Miami Heat the other night. He's missed a few games this season, so the Rockets understand all about picking up the slack when he's out. They get it. And they still have motivation for an ugly 18-point loss to Oklahoma City last time out. Paul played 36 minutes in that one and really was a non-factor, so we're not worried about him missing this game. They have the players, the personnel to be able to pick up the slack, as I mentioned. And by the way, as far as Oklahoma City is concerned, folks, 5-4 straight up in their last 9 games. They are not good on the deep perimeter. It's not been kind to them from the deep perimeter or the three-point line on the offensive end this season. I think the Rockets are going to come through, laying the short number, 1.5 as we speak over Oklahoma City. Houston, the free play for Christmas Day. As I mentioned, I will have a premium play in the NBA on Christmas Day. It will be available on Christmas morning over at DocSports.com. I'll be back in college basketball and NHL action after Christmas. And again, we'll have all the football plays available for Week 17 in the NFL. And for the final week of the college bowls, we'll have all that available Thursday afternoon over at DocSports.com. Don't forget right now, at DocSports.com as I speak, we've got Monday Night Football between the Broncos and Raiders, 2 more college football bowl games for later this week, all available right now, 3 more football plays to go, and available right now as we speak at DocSports.com. All right, listen, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe. We appreciate those who have done so thus far. I'll be right back here Wednesday morning, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific time. Have a wonderful Christmas Eve and Christmas. Hope everybody's having a happy, winning, and safe holiday season. Again, right back here Wednesday morning. I'm Scott Spreitzer, DocSports.com.